Okay guys, welcome back. Today we've got another oil change tutorial video, this time on Cameron's Honda Civic Hybrid from 2005. We're going to be going through the step-by-step process, and we're going to get right into it with the first step. Okay guys, first step is to jack the car up. So Cameron, show us how it's done.
So you got this jack point right here on the pinch wheel, so we're just going to go ahead and slide this underneath, start jacking it up. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and put the jack right under the jack point in the corner.
Jack stand.
Yeah, jack stand.
Make sure you use jack stands, guys. Safety.
And have the handle facing out.
Yeah.
Lower it slowly. And we're good.
And repeat on the other side.
Alright, now that we have the car jacked up, we're going to go ahead and remove the oil cap.
Do this before draining the oil so it'll drain out well.
It won't gurgle. And then we're going to go hop on under the car to start the oil change.
Okay, y'all, we're under the car, and as you can see, there's the drain plug. You can point to it, Cameron, real quick.
You have the drain plug here and the filter here.
That's very easy, very close together. It's a 17mm wrench, and we got our drain bucket, drain pan, whatever you guys got.
So we're going to go ahead and crack it.
And that felt good. And you're just going to see if Cameron can not mess up his hand. Oh.
Shit.
Oh, nice. There we go. Okay.
Perfect.
Make sure you don't overshoot the bucket. We didn't, so that's good.
We're going to go ahead and try to replace this.
Yeah, replace your drain plug gasket. It's just a
Go
washer,
ahead and
basically.
Clean off my hands and clean off the bolt, and then we're going to just
And we'll come back
let
when
this
we
drain.
get the filter. Okay, guys, you put the little washer on there. You can see that little copper washer.
I'm using a brand new copper washer, so it'll kind of crush under the
Gonna
pressure.
seal. And you can wait longer until it stops dripping or whatever. It's always going to drip a little bit, so.
Yeah.
Once you get, that's like 99% of the oil volumetrically out, and you're good to go. So just want to clean that off. Make sure you tighten this. This is just good to just do it right away. Don't be like, oh, I'll do it in a second.
But it is an aluminum pan, so don't over tighten it.
Yeah. You don't want to strip the thread.
These Hondas strip all the time.
No bueno. So now we're going to work on the filter here.
Which is in a nice, really convenient place, just right there in the open, no skid plates.
And we're going to use this little pipe. This is not the best version, but whatever type of pipe wrench. And if you're really strong, you could probably get off with your hand.
This might be. Yeah, no, it's tight.
No, it's really tight. It's okay to crush it because it's just a sealed filter. And
It's one use type thing.
just crack it, and I'll move the bucket over. There, oh, yeah, look at that. Already loose.
Cool.
Okay. Pull that bucket over because there's going to be oil in the filter and around the filter in the housing. Oh, shit. A little bit of splash.
Close call. We're just going to let that drain off a little bit and then pull it out just so it doesn't splash all over us.
So, yeah. There's still quite a bit of oil. It's pretty easily accessible this time, so we just decided not to. Oh, there you go. And you can see, dump that out. Just, yeah, throw it in your bin, whatever. It's fine. Just toss it in the garbage later. So you're going to want to wipe down whatever oil. You can see there's like oil dripping down the pan there. You want to make sure that you got a clean surface.
Make sure there's no old gasket or anything stuck to it.
Yep. These self-contained ones are nice and easy. They're all just one piece.
Preferably might use like maybe some brake clean or something like that to really get it clean, but nice clean.
Looks pretty good
there.
right now. So.
Today we are using a Wix
filters are good.
57356.
See, that's the part number, the Wix kind of filter number, whatever it is.
So this comes non-pre-lubed. So we're gonna go ahead and just get some of this old oil and just kind of
just rub it around that rubber
because you want a nice oily seal on there. Doesn't have to be anything crazy.
Yeah, just a little lubricated.
Wipe my hand again and just thread this on.
And just make it really hand tight because you're not going to be able to over tighten it with your hand. Just don't use a tool. We recommend like just make it tight as you can with your hand. So
yeah,
unless you're insanely strong for some reason, but like if you're like crazy hand strength. But
okay, that's probably good.
Yep.
Double check, make sure it's clean. It's not going to drip.
And make sure you do your bolt before you go up and fill oil because that's a no bueno.
Yeah. All right, so we're going to move up top and we're going to fill it with oil.
We're actually gonna lower the car right now, so just one at a time, take it off the jack stands. And once your car is down, we're gonna fill her up. Okay guys, we got to the final point of the filling stage here. So grab your funnel, whatever you want. If you're really good, you can not use a funnel, but Cameron, how much oil is this gonna take?
So it takes about 4.4 quarts of oil. It's pretty similar to most small Toyota inline 4s. This is a 1.3 liter, so yeah, really not that much oil. Today we're going to be using 520. It's what it said online. I would have used 020, but I didn't look at the cap.
That's on the cap. So we
Make
recommend
sure-
using whatever's on the cap. So
Yeah.
follow the cap, but online
And
it said
use
520.
quality oil. Today we're using Mobil 1. It's pretty good oil.
And yeah, this car has quite a few miles, so we're using the high mileage, like
Yeah, 75 plus.
so. So 4.4 quarts, probably fill her up with a little over 4, check the dipstick, and then finish her off. It's always good to get most of it and then check. And then, so yeah. Okay guys, Cameron just put about 4 quarts in, and we're just checking it. It's actually seems pretty full.
Yeah, it's pretty full. I'm gonna
Run the car maybe.
run the car,
and then
cycle it
check
a little bit, and then check it again.
So yeah, just make sure you check your oil after you run the car for a bit. But guys, that was super easy, and that took like literally 35 minutes with getting your tools out and stuff. So
Yep.
really easy. Definitely recommend doing this one yourself. if
And
you
the
have this
whole
car.
the whole cost was $56. So
And
pretty cheap.
yeah, so save yourself some money. If you know Jiffy Lube is charging you like $80, this is definitely a way to go, and it's really easy. So we'll see you guys in the next one, and please subscribe if you guys want to see more videos.